So in this video, we're going to be talking about having the confidence that you need to overcome the situations that are important to you. You know, one of my mentors recently said that confidence is the willingness towards social injury. So when he was saying that, he meant that your willingness to handle the uncertainties of life and be willing to be rejected and the willingness to be told no. That's what real confidence is. And you know, the more I was reflecting on it, there's truth to what he's saying. But I also know that there are skills and valuable ways of building confidence really fast and really, really easily. And most of them come through visualization. If you can focus on fighters for just a moment, most fighters have confidence because they've drilled. One of my old mentors who passed away, he used to say, do the drills to get the skills. So when you do drills, you practice. You build what's called muscle memory. Once something is in your muscle memory and you can do things so potently that it's now a reflex, you now have what's called unconscious competence. There's 4 stages of learning, and these are important to understand. In NLP, they talk about it. There is unconscious incompetence. This is where you don't know what you don't know. This could be like, I don't even know what culture is like on the other side of the world. I know that there are people on the other side of the world, but I don't even know what their culture is like. Then there's the stage called conscious incompetence. This is you are consciously aware that there are things you don't know. So I consciously know I don't know the science of building rockets. That's conscious incompetence. Then there's also conscious competence. This is where you take the time to take what you didn't know and build skill around it. So more recently, I've been focusing on Duolingo, and I'm learning, and they have some really cool things on there, so definitely check it out. They have chess, they have math, mental math, they have Spanish, Arabic, Hebrew, Hindi. So I'm consciously building competence. And then over time, you get to that final stage. This is the mastery level. This is what you call unconscious competence. So if you think about a piano player, they're able to just play effortlessly. And they don't even have to look at the sheets. They can just hear and they can play. That's a level of mastery, a level of proficiency that happens where the skill is now a reflex. It is a part of who you are. That's that 4th stage in NLP. Now, there is always a way to build confidence. And if you look at fighters, what they do is they have what's called, they visualize, but they also do shadow boxing. This is one of the most powerful tools that you can employ in your personal life. And you don't have to fight anyone. You just have to look at the drill that you're doing and then visualize yourself doing the drill. Visualize yourself in the situation. Engage, role play yourself in the situation. Imagine yourself in the situation. And then you can also consciously drill it in so that there's the physical engage. This is why, you know, every sport, they practice, they do drills. The drills help you build the skills. But then there's also the uncertainty areas, right? This is where the true confidence really gets tested. What do you do in the situations where you don't know what's going to happen? So one of the things you have to understand is to have acceptance towards the things you can't control. So imagine the worst case scenario and then make peace with it. Are you going to lose your job? Are people going to reject you? Are people going to insult you? Are people going to tell you that you're the worst human being or something because of the offer you're making? Just come to peace with that. Come to terms with that. Not everybody's going to like you or your content. Just come to terms with it. Making peace with the parts of the worst case scenario, this can be a little unsettling. This can be the part that hurts the most, but you have to do it. You know, even great fighters, like I was watching a video clip with John Jones, and he was basically saying that even when he fights these top heavyweight fighters, he has to come to peace that he could die in that ring. He has to come to peace with, this person could crack my jaw and break my jaw. And once he's made peace with that, now he has the ability to unlock all the reflexes that he's been drilling for years and years and years. So in the same way, risk the ability to be defeated, that risk that social injury, risk that whatever that injury is. Be willing, do the drills, visualize, and then also make peace with the uncertainty. And one of the things that also really helps is to, not just to visualize one certain part, like the final outcome, or not just the drills, but visualize the entirety, right? So sometimes people have test-taking anxiety. And when I help people with certain things like test-taking anxiety, what I do is I help them visualize all the parts that we're gonna lead up to it. What are the parts that could go wrong? What is it going to be like to get in your car, to drive to the testing station? Are you gonna have anxiety there, right? Visualize those areas, right? Then visualize going to the testing center. Once you're at the testing center, you have your pen, your pencil, your ID, right? Visualize the proctor and the person that's gonna be proctoring your exam. Visualize them walking back and forth. Visualize, are you gonna be having those nervous ticks going off as you see somebody watching over your shoulder, right? Visualize as the clock is ticking down and you're taking that exam. What's gonna be happening, right? You want to get into a habit of seeing the entirety of the whole picture of what's gonna happen and getting yourself comfortable to all of it. See you in the next one. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.